today is Advent Wrapping Day 21, and a little while ago I created a gift with the fanned pleat effect, and quite a few people reached out and said, could I show you how to do this? So I'm including it in the Advent of Wrapping series. So like yesterday where we added the pocket to the paper, it does need a little bit extra paper. And the measurement, we still do the same process, measure around our gift, going to go all the way around, and again all the way down to the side, the same as yesterday in Advent Wrapping Day 20. So I've pre-cut my paper, but this is exactly how much we need. And similarly, I've allowed a little bit extra to make sure that I have enough for an overlap, particularly with the pleats, as that adds a little bit extra bulk to the end of your gift. I'm just going to move my book out of the way. Now I am going to have the candy cane as the pattern on my gift. So I'm going to turn the paper so that it's portrait with the short side towards me. And as we always do, I'm just going to turn 5mm of the paper over, and then I'm going to continue but with slightly larger folds. There's one, these are about 2.5 centimeters, an inch wide. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. And press them down quite firmly. And then I'm going to turn my paper over and undo all of those pleats, with the exception of that first 5mm. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to cut the pleated section that we've just unfolded in half. If you want to, you can take your piece of ribbon and just find the centre. So there's our length. Take it in half. And it's just going to be in the middle there. And I'm going to cut right the way to that first fold. Now, what I need to do is start creating the pleats. So I'm just going to hide that bit away, and I'm going to focus on this side. Now, doing this sort of fan pleating, it does require you to take a bit of time. So I would just take your time, don't rush it. And I would imagine that you would probably use this style of gift wrapping for a very special gift. All I'm going to do is start folding towards the corner. So if you want to, just sharpen that fold and bring that on an angle so that it's like a fan. Again, just a few millimeters to turn the paper. Press it down firmly onto our second. I'm going to put a sharp crease, bring that to this corner, and then fan to the edge. Onto our next one, crease it to make it easier to work with. Bring that right to the corner and fan it. And then for our last one, crease and then fan to the corner. Press them down quite firmly. Now, what I want to do is to make sure that they're all held in position. So I'm just going to grab a piece of my double-sided tape. I'm going to tear the back off. This is literally just to hold these pleats in half. Just undo the bit that you still need to fold. I'm just going to pop that on there just to hold them in place. And then we need to do the same on the other side, but this time we're coming from this end. So pinch your paper, take it to the corner. There's your first one. You sharpen the crease if you wish. Pinch it to the corner. Fan it out to the edge. The next one, just repeat the process. Fan it out to the corner. Fold it over. And then for your last one, pinch it. This is where it gets fiddly because you've already got that nice in the corner. Again, just bring that all round. And that's your final fold. And then again, I'm going to turn the paper over and just place a little bit of tape to hold my pleats in position. Again, not peeling the back off at all. So now that we've done that, we can go ahead and wrap our gift. So just decide where you'd like your pleats to sit. I usually allow just a little bit of an overlap. My book is in the middle, so my corner of my fan effect is in the middle of my book. When you're happy with that, just again, as we always do, we just put a nice sharp crease down the side. You can let that go. Bring this section up and over. Just tuck it in. Actually, I'm going to cut just a tiny little bit off there, just to stop it catching. There we go, just that little bit off. And then that can fold down the side. Again, creasing it as you go. And then when you're happy with that, bring our fan over to the top. Now, when you're happy with the positioning, what you can do if you're worried about everything coming apart while you do the ends, you could peel off a little bit of your double-sided tape that you've used to hold your pleats in place, or add another bit just to make sure that everything sticks. There we go. And now we're going to fold and close the ends. So just as we did yesterday, fold the edges in. Now obviously when we come to turn your gift over, you've got to remember that we've got some extra paper from the pleats, so you can be quite firm with this. But press those down, turn your gift over, and then press your pleats in, tuck them in nicely. Again, be nice and firm to make sure that you get sharp edges. Bring that up and over the top, firmly crease, and then you can fold it back on itself. Grab your double-sided tape, and I want a piece that goes all the way along the length there. So from one side to the other. If you're using quite thick paper, I would suggest adding some on the diagonals as well, just to hold everything in place. Okay, and then I can repeat at the other side. Let's fold the edges in, turn it over, fold the edges in. When you're happy, press that down. Press the edge again, be quite firm with it. Bring it over the top, crease, and fold it back on itself. sharpen that edge and put my double-sided tape on there. Peel the back off and close the end. So there's our gift, and to finish off we can add a ribbon. So I'm just going to have a small ribbon. I don't want to cover too much of my pleating that I've created, so I'm leaving this ribbon on the roll so I know exactly how much I need. Don't worry about positioning it at the moment, just create your bow as you would normally, up to the top, and then trim off our roll onto the side. Because if you remember, when we create these bows, they are easily moved around your gift because we're not tying knots, we're not sticking it to the gift itself. And then create our loop and tail over the top, loop and tail through, tidy our bow. When we're happy with that, I'm just going to slide it just so that it's right on the edge, so that you can still see the pleats. I'll just check that the bottom is nice and neat, and then I can trim my edges of the ribbon to finish off as we normally do. And then we have our fan pleated gift finished off with a crossover bow